Finally, something that is not repulsive.
Hey, we've been on a roll the last couple of weeks,
We really
right?
have. We had some good snacks.
Yeah.
We always bring different snacks. We like to do snacks from around the world. The thing that we did last week was a fail because we were
What was the last
thinking
week?
it was the pickle roulette.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And none of us really we all got green apple gummies or we got the pickle chewy.
I got
that was
I got a lot of Instagram DMs. People were buying those to play with their kids over the weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, pickle roulette for
sure it was
warheads or
terrible.
whatever. So we just had Katie Stone in here last week to talk about the launch of Houston Restaurant Weeks, where it kicks off August 1st. It goes till September 1st. And there's a huge list of restaurants. If you go to the website, HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com, that have offered up tremendous amounts of food for a really fantastic price point, whether it's brunch or lunch or dinner. And one of the restaurants on the list is Traveler's Cart. They also have a restaurant called Traveler's Table. But Matthew Mitchell is here from Traveler's Cart. Tell us all about it. Hi, Matthew.
Hey,
What's up,
good.
Matthew?
How's everyone?
So you've had both this one's a newer one, Cart.
Correct. My wife and I opened Traveler's Table in 2019, and then at the end of last year, we opened Traveler's Cart.
And Katie was telling us you guys are the top 5 every year.
For contributing to the
very
Houston Food
We're
Bank.
very proud of that. We're big believers in HRW.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Some people don't. Like some restaurants are. I'm like, you want people to come to your restaurant, try your food, and then they're going to come back and enjoy it even more. I don't understand why. It's for charity.
That's right. And we try to put out a really compelling menu. We try to give our best stuff so that people have the best experience possible.
And you're doing another contest aside from just getting people to come in for Houston Restaurant Weeks. You have a chance to win trips and things having to do with travel. Why don't you explain some of that?
Yeah, so both concepts really are about exploring the world through food and drink. Traveler's Table is at a little bit more upscale environment. It's full service. Traveler's Cart, we wanted to open up something that was a little bit more casual. It's modern global street food. It's just around the corner.
Think like the food cart, the Traveler's Cart.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Global food.
Street food carts. So almost everything on the menu is under $20 there, and we're open lunch, brunch, and dinner late night as well. So we wanted to really drive some more attention to both HRW and our new concept, Traveler's Cart. So we're launching a travel giveaway. So every week during HRW, we have a travel package. We've partnered with a number of amazing brands. So Away Luggage has been a huge friend of ours. They have a location in Highland Village.
I go there. That's where I got my luggage from. And they're actually good 'cause, something I didn't break it, but the guy that threw it in the plane
baggage
broke
handler?
it, and they gave me a brand new one.
That's awesome.
And I bought it like 8 months before.
Yeah, so shout out to Nick there. So they've contributed a crossbody and a backpack for every week. So we're doing a big a drawing every week of HRW. So it's some away goodies, a hotel package every week. In some cases, flight credits on Southwest, $500 in flight credits.
Nice.
Wow. All right.
So the hotels, real quick, are the Four Seasons, Kimpton in Fort Worth, the Le Meridian here in Houston, and the Bevy Hotel in Bourne, which is in Hill Country.
Nice.
How nice.
Yeah.
All right. So Traveler's Cart is on Montrose. If you're between West Gray heading towards I-10, you are in the space where Pronto was for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right
okay.
there
Yeah.
on the right-hand side if you're heading towards I-10 on Montrose. So that's really great. And what did you guys bring us today, Matthew, for Try It Tuesday?
Yeah, so thank you, Ryan, for bringing some goodies for us. So we're going to start with...
Not Ryan from the Rule and Ryan Show.
Yeah,
Ryan is the
different
show.
Ryan.
Correct. Sorry, that was a faux pas.
Because if Ryan did it, we don't need it.
No, let's go.
We're here with our number
So what do we have
our
here?
number one seller is our butter chicken samosas. So we kind of combine two Indian dishes. That's one of our things, to be creative with our food, a little inventive. So you have a butter chicken dipping sauce.
Ryan, you eat chicken.
I'm like salivating like
I
a
know,
dog
I know.
right now.
Ahmad's going to love this.
Butter chicken.
Yummy.
Okay.
I love butter
Let's give
chicken.
it a
Oh, my
shot.
God. This is so good.
Man.
This easy in your hand food. You know.
That is good.
And what's fun for me is that at both restaurants, our samosas are our number one seller. Our crab samosas
Wow,
at Traveler's
that's good.
Table, and our butter chicken samosas at Traveler's Cart.
How many come with it when you order it?
It's four to an order for $11. So.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
These are
I'll fill you up.
So much flavor.
So
too.
say we're going to go out in Montrose, because, I've gone out there once or twice.
A week.
Yeah, how late is the kitchen actually open? Because, sometimes she like to eat late.
Sure.
So till midnight.
wow.
The restaurant's open till midnight on Fridays and Saturdays, 10 o'clock the rest of the week. Although, if we build a little more following, then we're happy to
Keep it
open
going.
later. Yeah, we'll keep the party going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang.
A plus.
Yeah. And then on weekends we're starting a grill series, so we're having like a night market on weekends, and we're
nice.
gonna set up a grill. We have an amazing lush patio, so
That was a really great way to have butter chicken quickly and easily and just handheld.
And what's
was
that
great.
sauce? That sauce is delicious.
that's actually the butter. So the butter chicken
Yeah, that's
sauce, the chicken's cooked with it, and then it's also sauce on the side.
That means that when
Okay.
you order it, it's already mixed
That's
in.
right,
and stuff.
that's right. Yeah.
That's so you can't.
What's
I
next?
could drive and eat with this.
Yeah, you definitely can.
So
That.
next, so my wife is Vietnamese. Her family actually ran a small Vietnamese restaurant here in town growing up. So this is our Vietnamese beef lettuce wraps. It's
Oh.
kind of maybe a little bit. So the real name is Vietnamese betel leaf beef. So betel leaf wrapped around beef tenderloin. So you basically make a little lettuce wrap with it. Now, to me, the easiest way to eat it right here while you're on air is
You
just
wrap it?
dip some. Yeah, and then the banh hoi noodles are rice vermicelli cooked into a little square, and then the
Like
carrot
this?
papaya slaw.
I'm just kind of layering it
yeah,
inside a
just
piece
do
of
that
lettuce.
and then drop one of those beef lettuce wraps on top.
Oh wow.
Well, I've got it on the bottom.
Oh,
There's
okay, you
like
got
kind
it
of wrap it
on,
like a
on
little.
bottom, and then if
Like
you
wrap
want a
it
little
like a
fish
taco?
sauce, and then if you want a little fish sauce or dip the fish sauce, that gives it a little extra flavor.
The way it looks, since I know it's radio, the way it looks is if you're familiar with like Greek food, the grape leaf, it's called the dolma.
Yeah.
The dolma. It's meat and rice wrapped in a grape leaf. It looks very similar. This little
does,
beef wrap.
yeah.
And then you wrap that in the lettuce with the I guess the papaya.
that's vermicelli. Okay,
vermicelli.
That meat's so good.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a bite of this all together because that's how it's supposed to go. And I put the sauce. Is it fish sauce or what kind of sauce?
It is, Nakmam. Yeah.
Run that over to Ahmad because you know he's salivating.
Yeah, I know.
If you're just tuning into the Rule and Ryan show.
And
with
one of the
Eric-
things we try to do at Traveler's Cart is maybe provide a little bit better, proteins and quality ingredients than
Yeah.
you might get in a true street food cart.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
Traveler's
We up
Cart.
it-
Yeah.
Amp it up a
The
little bit.
quality.
expectations are a little higher. We have
You gotta have a lot of fun doing this. Did you have like
It's
you and your wife
amazing.
sit down and other chefs too, or
So we've been really
If you-
fortunate to have gotten to sort of travel the world. I went to school in Europe and got to travel the world as a
And you're from Houston, right?
writer and a journalist. I am.
Oh, wow.
And so got to experience a lot of this food, when I was working overseas, and then really had this idea of somehow bringing it all back and putting it all in one place.
now knowing that you've seen things, you live here. I mean, even people that don't like Houston,
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say anything bad about the food scene.
They give us
yeah.
respect for the
Like,
food
the
scene.
food
that's
scene
for
is
sure.
up the game
Yeah.
the last 12 years,
And this is
15
so
years.
Yeah.
good and different. I love it when people bring us something. Maybe I wouldn't have ordered this before,
Right.
but I'm so glad that I'm getting to taste it because it is delicious.
That's sweet.
I
Thank
do
you so
love
much.
lettuce wraps. That's for sure. If
I
you're
think
just
about
tuning in,
we're eating it a few hours after it was made.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it traveled well, that's for sure, from Traveler's Cart.
That's right.
That's who we have in studio today for Try It Tuesday. It's all part of Houston Restaurant Weeks. It's one of their top, what's the word, contributors to the Houston Food Bank. Because of you, Houston, you guys visit them a lot. So the more you visit them, the more money they have to give to the food bank. That's for all the restaurants on the list. You can go to HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com. Traveler's Cart and Traveler's Table are sister properties. You guys started Traveler's Table first, and now you have Traveler's Cart on Montrose. How can people see your Instagram? What's your Instagram, Matthew?
It
Or I
is,
guess,
Traveler's Cart Restaurant.
Yeah, or just travelerscart.com as well. You can just go to the HRW website. Isn't
And,
it so good?
Probably fills up because Friday it starts.
Yeah,
Restaurant
August
Week.
1st is the
Well,
first
the
day.
good news is you
now.
don't need a reservation
Yep.
at Cart. Carts walk up, it's counter service,
Oh, sweet.
kind of up, like cool counter service. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I say, we definitely try to create a vibe. We still got some more food for you
Oh,
guys
more?
to try.
All
though,
right.
so-
Oh, my
What's
gosh.
next?
Yes.
Oh, that was so good.
I really
This
like
is
that.
I know.
really
the
like
wrap
that.
was so good.
This is pan-fried cumin lamb dumplings.
Oh,
Hello. Man, we're having
Lamb.
all
So you
of
got
them.
two sauces there.
What are the two sauces?
Well, so the one's gonna be a black garlic aioli that's gonna give it a little creamy factor, and
Okay.
the other one's kind of a I guess I'd say sort of a soy chili sauce.
I don't know which one to dip in, guys.
I
When you
know.
dip, I dip, we dip.
Pour a little bit on. Take your spoon.
I do both. So
Okay,
one's
hold
gonna
on.
give you some. So Asian cuisine's all about balancing flavors, like the salt and the tangy and the sweet and the spicy.
Is that your favorite of all the food out there? I've always
I find
curious
it
as
the
chefs.
most flavorful while still being somewhat healthy sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the European cuisine I've had can be so rich and heavy that you're just kind of like, oh, I just ate a stick of butter.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What country do you think has the most underwhelming food?
oh, I'm not calling people out.
Like,
on this.
because
This
we always hear Scott Ireland. We always hear that.
This is a safe space. This is
Yeah, but if somebody wants to travel
Germany
out of
wasn't
the
that great.
country,
Germany wasn't.
German
I mean-
food is heavy.
yeah. Yeah.
It's very heavy.
Definitely, there's some cuisines that are less diverse than others. Let's just say that. Yeah.
What was it?
I was asking questions. My mouth was full.
We have 2 more, so we got to pace ourselves.
All right, bring them around.
So this one's going to punch in the flavor
Now, what is
jowls of it.
this?
This is Jamaican jerk chicken wings.
Ooh, I'm
okay.
going to tear a little piece off here.
I'm excited for those.
Ryan loves making sure.
So you don't have one country you focus on. You kind of have a little sprinkling of everything.
That's why I travel.
So that's that. Yeah. So that's the goal is get people to try food from all over the world. We also call it eliminating the veto vote. So like a group of people can come and everybody get something different.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Or you all
really
mix
good.
up the flavors. So it's I kind of love that because you don't all have to agree on Italian or French
Right,
or
because there's everything.
Wow.
Vietnamese. Yeah.
That is
That's
some
what
of
it's
the
called.
best chicken I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
That's
thank
why
you
it's
so
called
much.
Traveler's Cart.
Yes.
That's why it's called Traveler's Cart.
It's got a kick.
As you travel, think of the different food carts around the world, and that's what Traveler's Cart is all about. They're on Montrose, between West Gray, Montrose and West Gray, really. If you're heading towards I-10, it's on the right hand
Wow, that is
side.
good.
And the difference in food, like at the table, what kind of is it the same?
So Traveler's Table is curated global cuisine, so we're taking traditional dishes and modernizing them, but it's a little higher price point.
Right.
Lobster and crab and higher end beefs. Traveler's Cart, most of the things are $20 or around there or less.
Good lunchtime too.
Yeah.
And so it says here, Matthew, the first week of giveaways for your restaurant, along with the Houston Restaurant Week deal that you're offering Houstonians, is a large backpack and mini crossbody from away, a one-night stay at the Four Seasons Hotel Houston, including breakfast in a premier room, and a $250 gift card to Traveler's Table.
Right.
So anybody who dines there, it can enter to win this?
Yes. So the week you come in to Traveler's Cart, you do have to buy an HRW menu.
Right.
Give us your information, and then you get entered into that giveaway. The weeks where we have hotels out of town, there's actually a flight credit also on Southwest, and then there is a grand prize where Away was generous enough to donate a roller carry-on, and the spa at the Thompson Hotel gave spa packages and then a $500 Southwest.
And those Away
so every week,
luggage rollerboards
You guys
are
really
not
embraced
cheap.
the whole
we're really about
feeling of helping
sort of
charity out.
creating a travel lifestyle brand.
That's
That's
great.
the connection in all of our concepts.
I feel you on that.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. We've gone around the world already. We've gone around the world.
One more.
All
real
right,
quick,
here, let
then
me
we gotta
pass this
go.
down. What is this?
What's the
This
next
is
one?
a mango with purple sticky rice. So everybody's
I love sticky rice.
Okay, I need another spoon. Do y'all have spoons?
Yeah, I have
Because
a
my
spoon of my
spoon was
own.
already used, so I'll use this one then, okay?
Yeah.
I'll take one scoop of this. It's a purple sticky rice, and it has mango and... What else is on top, guys? What is this sprinkling? Gosh, it looks good. What is that? I don't know what else it is. It's but it
So
looks,
it's
Wow.
sticky rice is cooked in ube, ube, which is a purple sweet potato.
yummy.
Yeah, so that's our number one selling dessert. So fresh.
good.
It's obviously Thai dessert, but I think the purple sticky rice makes it a little bit more colorful. That
Yeah,
gets a
it
lot of
does.
Instagram love.
The mango's great
Ruler
for it.
Rancho, where their listeners are going to be going to this.
I really
right.
wanted to bring you guys our fun cocktails, but I was
wish.
encouraged that at 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
I
That's
Why
why for
wasn't
the drunk
gonna-
show.
We
It's
wouldn't
once a
drink
year.
it.
Only
We'd
once a year.
Yeah,
we
do
get
the
to have
drunk show.
cocktails.
Come back for the drunk
Oh,
show.
let's
at
do it.
Christmas
Let's
time.
do
the
it.
end of the
It's
year.
so
Good.
If you're just tuning into the Rule and Ryan show with Eric, we have Traveler's Cart in studio. Houston Restaurant Weeks kicks off on Friday. It goes for a month. There are many restaurants that are part of this that are going to be donating money to the Houston Food Bank. It is a huge push, not only for the restaurant industry, because it is very hard in general to be in the restaurant industry. And
This
there's
time
a
of year,
lot of
too.
good food to eat, and there's a lot of good food that maybe you've never heard of. And it's a way to get their name out. Traveler's Cart is also doing their own special, unique giveaways within the restaurant for the 4 weeks of Houston Restaurant Weeks. Go to travelscart.com to get all the info. And thank you so much, Matthew,
Yes,
for all
thank
these
you.
delicious
Thank you.
yummies this
I
morning.
did bring you guys some gift cards so you guys can come try us out.
yay!
And I do want to give a shout out
Field
to
trip.
Houston Restaurant Weeks and the Houston Food Bank. I didn't realize that until last night that the Houston Food Bank is actually the largest one in the world.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
And we raised $2 million last year collectively as restaurants. Traveler's Table gave $30,000, and
Wow.
we're hoping to sort of top that this year. Let's
do it.
We actually opened a second restaurant just to make a bigger contribution.
That's great.
That's awesome. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
there's a lot of work that goes into that. Thank you so much for being a partner with them. And we appreciate you, all of the work you guys are doing. Tell your whole staff, great job.
Thank you, Rula.
Thank you so much, guys. All right, coming up next is True Crime Tuesday. I know that a lot of people have been jumping on different like documentaries and stuff. Old crime stories have become new again because of TikTok and Instagram and theories like, Amy Bradley is missing.
Yeah.
Now there's
that's
like
good.
100 different YouTube and TikToks about, well, what about her shoes? Well, what about this? You just never know how close this is to you. And unfortunately, in Houston, we've known our share of crime. If you've somehow been connected to a crime and unexpectedly, you can call us at 833-390-KRBE. And like I've said in the past, maybe you were the criminal and
I'm still waiting for that one.
You've done your time, you're out.
And you tell us what you did.
Matthew's like, I'm going to call in. I just poisoned a bunch of people. No.
Absolutely not.
No, that was a delicious way to go out if that was the case.
We talked about this being a safe space.
Oh, yeah, so delicious. True Crime Tuesday is next on KRVE. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Wake up. It's KRBE and more of the Rula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, it's True Crime Tuesday at 833-390-KRBE. I do want to just let you know, if you're having trouble hearing us today, there's something called a heat inversion that is just blowing up our signal. So you can switch to the KRBE app and listen to us clearly through that.
You can stream us, or if you miss it, you can go get the podcast.
Correct. So True Crime Tuesday is where you share a story with us about how closely connected you were to a crime. Some people didn't realize, oh my gosh, the last date that serial killer went on was with me, but he didn't go after me.
Those things are addicting to watch.
Oh,
and
they
get
are.
into.
On
And-
Netflix right now,
Yeah.
I'm still on that Amy is
Amy
missing.
Bradley-
Amy
Amy
Bradley
Bradley.
missing one.
I feel like TikTok's the best for these, Rula, because your algorithm, Ahmad would know.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you watch one or two, then you get more and more,
Right.
and they keep them tight, and you get
Quick.
Yeah, quick, but it's suspenseful, and it's like you get a payoff.
All right. I
They
was on
do part
Amy
ones,
Bradley.
twos, part threes, and the stuff. But
Yeah.
The ones I don't like is when there's no answer at the end.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you would hate Amy Bradley.
No, I know.
Amy Bradley.
That's why I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
They
I'm like,
come right out of the box and tell you that.
Yeah.
There's all the theories, and then you're like, okay, what's happening?
No
so
thanks.
let's go to Candace on the line at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Candace.
Hi, how are y'all?
Great.
Good morning.
What is your contribution to True Crime Tuesday today? Is this something that happened to you or somebody in your family?
It was my cousin.
Okay, what happened?
Not me, thankfully. So about 15 years ago, I was in her wedding, and I never understood her choice for this guy because, like, she was super young, super cute, 24-year-old girl, nothing, like, her whole life ahead of her. And this guy was, like, mid-30s, divorced with 2 kids, not very attractive. And I just didn't see the match. But I think he might have been like a huge drug kingpin also on the side, even though he was the principal of a school.
Oh my God!
that's
Principal
a
by
movie.
day, drug kingpin by night.
Oh my God, that's a movie.
You just named Netflix's new series.
No kidding. Okay, so you thought he
principal.
was some sort of a cartel boss at night.
Man.
Okay, so you just
Like,
already had your
money.
antennas up about him, and then what happened?
Yeah. So it was just very weird. And then, like, fast forward a couple years, she calls me at work one day, and she's like, they just arrested Rob. And I'm like, okay, do you have any idea why? And she's like, no, I don't know. And so I put my little FBI hat on, and I started digging.
Your FBI.
And, of course, it turns out that he's accused of murder.
Whoa.
But it has nothing to do with the drug business. It's a lady who was 7 months pregnant, teacher of the year at his school.
Oh my
And
God.
it turns out he had been sleeping with her for like 2 years. And I think she was threatening to tell my cousin, you know, about the baby and the relationship and everything. And so he decided to take care of it, and he shot her in the head.
Oh my
dumped her
God!
in a
Lord.
ditch.
Oh my God.
Dumped her in a ditch?
And dumped her in a ditch, like in the middle of a sugarcane field. 'Cause this is all in Louisiana, so it's like in the middle of nowhere. It took him a week to find her. And I told my cousin, I was like, I hate to say it, but before we even found out she was pregnant, I told my cousin, I said, I bet you she's pregnant, because I had already saw some statistic that said murder is the #1 killer of pregnant women in America.
That, oh my God, that just
And
was.
then-
Didn't we say that the other day? Homicide is the #1
Wow.
reason for pregnant woman's death is homicide.
God.
Yes, that's insane. Okay, keep going, Candace. This is crazy.
Yeah, so I hated to be right, but I was right. And unfortunately, he was arrested immediately, but he was let out on like $1 million bond. I don't know. I think his parents put up his bond. It was
Yeah, how can a
crazy that they
principal
put
afford
that
$1
up.
million bond?
Well, he's only 10%.
Yeah.
But still, it's
Well,
$100,000.
because I think, you know, he had the drug money hidden somewhere, so they were able to, like,
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
that
yeah.
and bond him out. And so thanks to COVID, it turned out being like 6 years he was out on bond.
Oh, jeez.
And initially my cousin had left him when he was arrested, but like I said, I think out of fear during those 6 years, she went back to him, and so I'm terrified for her the whole time.
Oh, she went
wow.
back.
She went back to
Gracious,
that?
Gracious, hold on. You're saying currently right now? Or is it
No,
been...
not right now, because he finally ended up going to court in 2023. But it took 6 years, and then they convicted him within 30 minutes when the trial ended, and he's in jail for the rest of his life.
Oh, wow.
Now
Good.
he's no longer with him, but during that time, like, I was just like, okay, it came out that he, like, abused his first wife, he murdered his mistress, so the whole time I'm like, what is he doing to my cousin?
Did he
No
have,
kidding.
Did he have an alibi, or did he try and have a cover story for, like...
Oh,
Where he
no, he
was.
tried to lie till the end of time. So till this day, he'll say it wasn't him. But they had so much cell phone evidence, so much corroborating witnesses. Like, it was so obvious that it was him. And my cousin said
Motive.
that same night that he came home at 1 a.m., he immediately put his clothes in the washing machine. And she's like, in their entire relationship, he never washed a single load of laundry.
Ruh-roh.
That's not even going to get rid of all the evidence
They go
either.
in, in movies, they go in the washing machine and they
Yeah.
do that. By the way,
Goodness.
21 Jump Street, they did that. Remember the guy in your face, Rob Riggleman?
Oh, was he the principal?
He was like
That's
the,
right.
He was like the PE teacher or something, wasn't
Oh,
he?
he was
Remember
a
they
faculty member
shot
with
something
drugs.
off and
Oh yeah, but they were all
So it
drug
was the
dealers.
faculty was a drug
Yeah.
dealer.
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. You're right. My goodness, Candace, what a story. And I'm, God, I'm so sorry for that
is she
poor
still there?
woman's
Yeah,
family.
she's still here. Has your cousin thought about making that into like selling that story?
yeah, movie.
I don't know if she's there still.
Can you hear us still?
I'm here. I'm sorry. Y'all have gotten
Yeah.
really
Has your
difficult.
cousin thought about maybe selling the story or
Or
making
is-
a movie,
yeah,
screenplay?
Or has anybody come after her asking her about that kind of stuff?
Oh, this has already been on 2020, Nancy Grace. Like, this was a huge story.
What would they call the movie? Report card. I don't know.
That
Man.
was corny.
Well, thanks for sharing the story, Candace. And tell me again what year this happened. This was 6 years, 2007 this happened, or when? No,
No,
2017.
she said 6 years. It ended
2017.
during the pandemic.
Right,
23 it ended.
Yeah. So 2017-ish is when this all took place, right? And they were having an affair for 2 years, so they started in 2015. I mean, that's almost 10 years ago that all this whole
Think
chaos
about that.
started.
That's probably the 2020 is probably like Teacher of the Year.
Yeah.
Dead,
Principal
murdered.
of the year. Yeah, because she was a teacher of the year. That is insane. And that is really scary. That's another thing. I don't know where that homicide stat came up. Was that on the air 2 days ago? Or
No.
was I just
just
told
floating
that
around.
stat.
The number one
Talking about
cause of death for pregnant women is murder.
is homicide.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I saw that story. Was I watching something about, I don't know. I already watched the Amy Bradley thing. That wasn't it. But there is a scary part about when you are pregnant and it's almost, you're close there. You know, I think when I was 20 years old, I watched some crazy, after whatever movie about this woman getting kidnapped because this other lady had lied that she was pregnant. So she needed a baby to produce. And so she kidnapped this lady
Oh,
who
like,
was pregnant.
took her baby out.
Took her baby and all this stuff. And I was thinking, oh God. So I remember every time I was pregnant, like right before delivery time, I was like, are you okay in there? Like, I think it's time for you to come out, but also I shouldn't be alone. Like, it's just so cuckoo.
Well, something's going on with my algorithm now. All I'm getting is prison stories. I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah.
this little dorky guy with glasses. He was in prison for a few years, and then now he does podcasting and stuff.
What was he in jail for?
I forget what he did. Something stupid. His parents, they came up to his room and got him out of there. He's doing something with computers or something.
Oh, so he's a hacker or
But they
something.
called him McLovin because he looked
McLovin?
like that in prison and stuff. But and he paid a guy to be he paid a guy a couple $100 a month to protect him in
Oh.
prison. But it's not just his story. He talks to
Other
prison
people.
guards, prisoners.
But where does he get money from? How do
Well,
you get
his
money in
family-
prison?
Well, his family gave it to him.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there's like a way to make money in prison.
But
Who
I'm
knows?
getting all these, I'm getting this lady, she's like, I was in prison for 7.5 years. And I'm like, why am I getting all this stuff?
Well, I
I'm
don't.
not trying
It's
to
kind of like
intriguing.
my brother likes to
keep
watch
watching
those
it, that's
shows
why.
about like I shouldn't be alive or I was almost busted by the smugglers or blah blah blah. And I watched an episode once with him. And these 4 guys were trying to pull off this drug heist through the airport, and 3 of them had made it through TSA, and the 4th guy was about to make it through TSA, and their bags were lined with coke, but the way they had hidden it somehow was getting through. And the only reason they got busted is because some Karen in the TSA line was losing her marbles over the TSA guard stopping her bag for whatever was in her bag, and that caused like the kerfluffle, so that everybody kind of like honed in on that lane, like what's going on over there. And so they're like, hold on, let's look at all these bags then. And that's how they got busted, because everyone was like, oh my
Thanks
god,
a lot, Karen.
there's like so much crime around you all the time, and you have no idea. And the hard part, I'm like on a double-edged sword with this, because I feel bad to have people regurgitate this trauma and pain in their life, but I feel like there's a learning lesson from all of it.
Absolutely.
Right? The things that you would learn about not being alone, or where you're going, or how that's happening. And we've talked so many times about that serial killer Coral Eugene Watts, and there's all these different documentaries on him. He murdered so many women here in Houston and in Michigan. And I asked the question with Andy Kahn from Crime Stoppers, like, why don't more people know his name nationally? Why isn't he like a Charles Manson or like a Jeffrey Dahmer? And he said because every time the press came to the prison to talk to him, he did not want press.
If you not talk, think about Charles Manson. He never killed anybody.
No.
Yeah, he
was the
disciples to
director
kill
of the
for
crimes.
He
him.
made the people do it. And
Yeah, but
was
he
such
would do all the prison interviews.
Yeah.
That Coral Eugene Watts did not want the press. He just would.
I haven't heard that name until I got on this show.
Yeah, and he was going to be the first serial killer ever released back into society
Don't be freaked
telling
out.
you.
Look up BTK.
if they hadn't
killer.
stopped him.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
BTK.
I can tell you've been watching
That's
Mindhunter.
what gets you into it, because it's all about.
Oh, man. That show is so brilliant. And there's been talk. Because
They might bring it back.
They might bring it back. It's been off the air
I don't
for like
think
5
they
years.
will. I've been hoping, for 5 years.
It's
but-
so
But that
good.
BTK
It's basically,
killer.
it's about the formation of discovering serial killers.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't realize that.
they didn't realize there were serial killers.
Wait, which show? Mindhunter
Mindhunter.
or BTK? Okay.
Mindhunter. They had BTK in there.
What does BTK stand for? 'Cause I'm thinking of Burger King.
Was it
Bondage, torture, kill.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's awful.
This guy looks like just a bald guy. He kind of looks like the guy from, remember 588-2300 Empire? Like
Oh,
commercial.
yeah.
Just like a normal bald
Yeah.
guy like that with a just dorky
Listen,
looking guy. You never thought.
I'm in the boat with Kevin. I can't watch brutality. Like,
Well, they
I
don't
wanna
show
watch-
it.
No.
They
I
just
know, but
describe
I
it.
just,
The problem is you see like this BTK. He was like a one of those services for your security alarms and stuff, which scares me. And then it's like you got someone coming in and knows your house. Just be
Wait, that
careful.
was a movie, Unlawful Entry, with Ray Liotta. He was the cop that was helping them, but the cop was the psycho.
That's what I'm saying. Just be careful out there.
Who
People
you
were coming
hire?
into your
People go
house.
into your house. You never know. They're casing it.
Do a little vetting.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, today is the 44th anniversary of something. And this thing could be 244 years old, 344 years old, and somebody's still going to talk about it. I'll explain next in Scoop on KRBE.
Time for your daily scoop. Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE's Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and today is the 44th anniversary of Diana and Charles' wedding.
Oh.
Princess Diana and Charles got married on this date in 1981 to nearly 1 billion people around the world in 1981 watching their wedding.
That's crazy.
By today's money standards, that wedding would have cost $170 million. At the time, it cost $47 million. And it was such a phenomenon because people were obsessed with Princess Diana, which, of course, has proven still all these years after her death how obsessed people still are with her story, with everything. And I'm sorry, guys, if you've not watched The Crown, I get that it's supposed to be fictionalized, but I believe that
There's
is.
some truth in there, right?
How many
my
years
God,
did
I
they
totally
have
believe
where
that.
it was actually good?
I don't think ever. She
Never?
tried to call it off the day before when she realized he doesn't love her. He's in love with Camilla.
So they had 2 kids together.
Well, of course, Ryan, but people
Once you-
do come together in those other moments where, like, oh, there's some romance
Although
here.
a lot of people say that Harry does not look like Charles and looks like
that's
the other
an
guy.
old rumor that's been put to rest for
I still
years
believe it,
now.
though.
No,
They
I
look
feel like the
nothing
more
like-
Harry is aging, he's turning into Charles's face. Like, look at Charles's old eyes.
I don't
Harry's
see it.
getting those eyes now. And anyway, they got married at St. Paul's Cathedral, and it was 3,500 wedding guests. 3,500 wedding guests, which of course they probably saw none. And
That'd be embarrassing if you couldn't make it. Oh, sorry. You know how when people have like 200 people at a wedding, like, sorry, we had to make some cuts.
Yeah.
That's 3,500. Make some cuts. I wasn't even close then. If
But
you
think
can't make it.
of the 3,500 when you are
All the dukes
British
and all
royalty. It has to be all of this other royalty from all over the world that you probably never met and you're probably not going to talk to.
Your
Then all the
cousins.
world leaders like President Reagan and Nancy were there and all these things. And to this day, Diana's wedding dress still is one of these like iconic. I
Where
mean,
is it? Do you know
her
it?
clothes go on tour. They came to the Houston Museum of Natural Science. Her wedding dress was there. That's where I saw
The
it.
dress was there.
Yeah. The wedding dress, her shoes, all of it was at the Houston Museum of Natural Science when Diana's clothes went on tour. Had a 25-foot train. I remember when Mariah Carey married Tommy Mottola. She was obsessed with Diana's wedding, and she recreated Diana's dress. If you look at old pictures of Mariah Carey on Google of her wedding, Tommy Mottola, it's the same long bouquet. It's the same big puffy sleeves.
If we were to ask a woman that is 64 years old today, what was bigger, that wedding or Luke and Laura from General Hospital?
I feel like they'll say Diana.
Or do you think
Because
it seems like everyone
not
talked about
everybody watched that soap opera, but you are
that. It
aware
seemed like
of
everyone
that
talked
soap
about
opera.
that thing. As I remember as a kid, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know who
Soap
this-
opera,
I don't
General
know.
Hospital.
Yeah, I never watched that show.
I didn't
didn't
either.
either.
But I was aware because I was a 90s soap opera kid that Luke and Laura was a super couple of
I think
the
if you
80s
look
that got
up
married.
ratings for that Luke and Laura
Wedding?
episode, wedding, I think it was like probably the highest rated soap opera.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the one that goes doom, 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 doom? Is that one?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm
the
talking
theme.
about? The theme. It goes doom, doom. That's the one
That's
my
not for
family
The
would
Crown.
watch.
No, for General Hospital.
The soap opera.
Oh, you're thinking of Young and the Restless.
Okay, that's
The
the
one that
my
kind of sounds like a
family-
real sad song,
Yeah.
like da na 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 na
Yeah.
na na na.
That's the one that my family loved.
Young and the Restless was I was like a child and we were getting new carpet in our house and the guys that were laying the carpet were in our house and the TV was just on. And as a child I was watching these guys hammer the carpet and then I looked at the screen and this woman pulls out a gun and shoots this guy behind his work desk. And then his friend runs in and sees him on the floor after the woman's run away. Then the cops come and they arrest the guy. I remember
like,
telling my mom,
I'm hooked.
I go, Mom, I don't know what the show is, but this lady just killed this man, and now they think his friend did it. And then I got hooked into soap operas.
Oh no!
I was Young and the Restless.
I always felt like Young and Restless was boring. Like I always felt like nothing happened. But Days of Our Lives, they did crazy stuff.
Oh, they did. Like
No, Young and the
Deidre Hall
Restless-
was possessed by the devil.
tried
That was later on.
like General Hospital.
She
and-
morphed-
General
Come
Hospital.
on, she morphed into a panther.
Yeah, it was
at
ridiculous.
one point.
That's when they had jumped the shark.
That's crazy.
But I feel like The Young and the Restless, when I was a kid, one of the first movies I remember seeing was Mr. Mom with
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton.
Terry Garr.
And Terry Garr. And it's where he lost his job and his wife had to go into the workforce. And this was very rare for like the 80s, I guess. It's like the changing of the roles or whatever. And so he's at home taking care of the kids and Young and the Restless is on their TV. And it's the same character still, Victor and Nikki.
They're still around.
Victor and Nikki Newman still. I mean, how Victor Newman, the biggest thing he got outside of Young and the Restless is he's in Titanic. He's
yeah.
he's John Jacob Astor, isn't he?
My buddy Eddie Peck.
Mm-hmm.
He was having he's on Young and Restless. He goes by the character Cole, but they just killed him off like 2 weeks ago.
I can't believe
They
that.
gave him a cough, and all of a sudden he read the script. He's like, "What?
I'm dead."
And he's
What?
doing.
They're gonna kill me off?
He was with that. What's that girl's name? You just said Nicole. Or,
Oh, with Nikki Newman,
I think he's with her, right?
Melody Thomas Scott. Oh yeah. Oh no, he's not with her again, is he?
Yeah, I think they were
No,
starting to get back.
Victoria was his wife.
I don't know, one
her,
of them.
her daughter.
I just
Okay.
read that they're trying to get back together, and then he died. So
I
my
have
God.
done my research. I've
What are
got
the
you an
ratings?
answer.
Yeah, how many
Okay,
people was
so Luke and Laura's wedding was the highest rated daytime television event of all time. 30 million people watched it.
During the
What?
day.
30 million
for that
people.
wedding day. For that wedding day.
You can't get anything to
However,
make 30 million.
30
However,
million.
What was MASH? Well, I thought MASH was
However,
supposed to
listen
be
to
the
this.
best.
This is daytime, though.
750 million people
Yeah.
watched Charles and Diana, so it's not even close.
But I'm just talking about like a 64-year-old American.
Now, what
So-
do you remember more?
so to
Well,
them-
here's the weird thing: when Harry and Meghan got married, you know, Meghan is 3 years older than him, and the story they were saying like all these funny things, how the world takes you and how life brings you into this lane. Her mother remembers being up for the wedding of Charles and Diana,
Maybe 'cause it
not
was later in
realizing
America, too.
she's going to give birth to the future grandchild of this woman and this man.
That's cool.
Is it crazy? I remember that was like a 4 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe that's
thing.
why a lot more people might remember the General Hospital thing. I just remember that too because some guy with like he had a big old puby head.
Yeah, he had
Big
this weird.
curly
He was
hair.
considered a sex symbol, a balding guy with a white man fro.
Have you ever seen that guy, Kev?
No.
Anthony Gary is his name.
And it happened November 16th and 17th back in 1981.
Look up Luke and Laura.
The-
and you'll
the
see
one
his-
thing I
his
know
hair.
he had
is-
raped her at one point.
Yeah, their storylines are really weird because Days of Our Lives did that too. There was a storyline with
Jack and Jennifer.
Jack and Jennifer. He also.
I know. I'm like, how you
That's
turn a
craziness.
guy into that?
Yeah.
But here's the other thing about soap operas. In the 90s, there was a movie called Soap Dish with Sally Field and Whoopi Goldberg and Robert Downey Jr. and all these people. And it was about the behind the scenes. It was like a satire of what soap operas are and how America, for whatever reason, we were in a chokehold by these soap operas. Like, we were obsessed. And if you thought that you were like hit a writer's slump, let's plan a wedding. Let's go. We're going to do a wedding. We got to do a wedding. We got to do a soap opera weddings are always ratings gold. And they do the soap opera wedding and they give them like maybe 2 or 3 weeks of happy times. Then boom.
Yeah.
Somebody's pregnant. A mistress comes
gotta
back.
build 'em up,
Somebody
tear
gets
'em apart.
kidnapped. Something has to happen.
Yeah, they
like the
finally
super
married-
couple gets built up and they have to get torn apart to
On
keep it
Days of Our
interesting.
Lives, they finally married Jack and Jennifer. Mm-hmm. And I remember they were walking by, and all of a sudden I saw my friend JD Peck. He was the character that was supposed to go in there.
Oh,
They showed his boots,
Yeah.
his hat.
He was the mystery
And
man.
he was the man that was going to break them up. I'm like, they just got married.
Oh, I
They
know.
just got married.
And how many
Can you
times
let
did-
it breathe?
It took
Fell
3
in
years to get
hope.
married.
Yeah,
Those
there are a
things are
lot.
crazy.
General Hospital is still on. Days of Our Lives.
They just re-signed a new.
Is it still
They
on?
stream on Peacock.
They got
Okay,
new-
Young and the Restless is still on daily after Price is Right on CBS.
Still on?
Every day after Price is Right, 11 o'clock.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, it's brought to you by Tachys Fiber. Real quick, Killen's Barbecue and Spindletop Brewery are now officially open for business in Hobby Airport. Killen's is near Gate 40 and Spindletop is near Gate 29.
All right,
And which airport? Oh, in Hobby.
Hobby, yeah.
That's why it was voted #1 airport in America. People
Yeah.
like the food. People like the ease.
I like
of
it's
that
not so
airport.
big. A lot of people forget that Chick-fil-A there. It's like when you go through to go to your
Security?
gates, instead of going to the left to where all the majority of the gates are, take a right
Oh.
and go down that hallway, and there's a Chick-fil-A over there.
They got some good restaurants.
Nobody really knows about it, so if you want like a breakfast sandwich or something.
They also have Velvet Taco, the Rustic Thorogood Bistro, Common Bond Cafe, Landry's Seafood.
Is Baskin Robbins still there? Or no, the donuts, Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I don't know about
I think it's
that.
Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Not
Aren't they-
Shipley's.
Yeah.
Well, now the Chipley's is owned by a California
But
company,
it
right?
has
Yeah.
been owned by that for 4
No, no,
years.
no, no, no.
But
They just-
Texas, it was by an Austin group.
Well, I'm
They
just
were
saying
just-
they were
they were
already
just
sold.
acquired.
It's not Lawrence Shipley who directly just sold to
but
Beverly
it's
Hills.
not a
He already
Texan.
sold it to another company, and
Yeah,
that
but-
company sold it to California.
Now it's a company based out of
Right.
Beverly Hills.
So now it's going to be like granola on it. No, just
Oh,
kidding.
stop it. Hey, here's an
okay, I'm
here's
down.
a fact we didn't think we needed from our texters at
I love my Shipley's. I don't
37530.
care. I'll eat it.
Inmates at the prisons love the Young and the Restless.
Oh, my
I would like to know how the texter knows that. Were you in prison and you knew that? Or do you work at the prison and you know this? How do you know?
I'm hoping
the
they work
inmates love the Young and the Restless. It's kind of funny. Okay, if you missed what happened on Revenge today, it was between Stephanie and Regina. Stephanie was married. Regina is the mistress. And, everything kind of blew up there. You're going to hear it all next on KRV.